Town Talker with Reverend Zechariah A. Jackson. Reverend Jackson is founding pastor of the Church of What's Happening Now, located in Plainfield, New Jersey. And now, the Town Talker, Reverend Zechariah Jackson.
Oh, you know, it's good coming to you. I'm the Reverend Zechariah A. Jackson from the Church of What's Happening Now, Town Talker Talk Show. I tell you, we're getting so close to this election thing. I think we got like, 20 more days or something. And looking at Barack Obama and Senator John McCain last night, you know, make you want to run to the polls and vote for Barack, you know. So hopefully that we are able to put our 2 cents in on November 4th. I took off the 4th, 5th, and 6th, so I think I'm going to be too excited to go to work. You know, I'm just, that day I'm just going to ride around, if it's nice, with the motorcycle, doing a little campaigning and just, trying to do all I can to make a change, Of course, you still see the ugly little head that come up, and some lady that was talking to Senator McCain, calling Barack many names, and one man said, "I can't vote for a black man." You still got that craziness going on out there, but I tell you, I think that this annex here for us all is to bring us all together, and God has his way of doing things, because 2 years or 3 years ago we couldn't envision this here, and so I mean, just to see this time and the witness, I was honored to be at the national convention, so I really feel it, and so it's just good to be here. Okay, well today we have 3 people here. Of course, we got my sidekick and friend, Reverend Branch. He was honored by the NAACP last month. I was with him. And Steve Hatcher is coming through the door from People Organization for Progress. I just caught him coming in, and that's a good thing. And he's going to probably talk about the march that we had Saturday, which Brenda Gilbert showed up. And that was, real nice, that we celebrated the brother's life and that was slain down on 3rd Street, and hopefully to keep the peace in our streets and try to keep our community together. We got Ann Maple. She's going to talk about real estate. Is that right?
Correct.
And then we have
Derek Callis.
Derek Callis?
Callis.
Callis. I was going to say Callis, so forgive me. And we're going to talk. He's going to talk about foreclosures, which is, today is information everybody needs to know.
Oh, yes,
I don't think too many people are sitting with their own house. They asked me a few weeks ago, do I own my house? I said, well, the bank owns it, and I don't own it. I'm living in it. And, the bank would make me a deal, I'll leave it, you see. So the idea is that, it's just a good thing. And, of course, Steve Hatcher, chairman of POP here in Plainfield, and we was at the march. I mentioned it as you was walking in. I don't know what you heard. I caught you coming in. We were supposed to have 2 bloggers to talk about the dating service thing like we did last week. I guess they couldn't make it, but I'll shout out to JB and his dating service. He said that look for quality dating, and I guess that's what everybody looking for, quality to date for.
You're right.
Looking for quality. Quality job one.
Job one.
Let's start with my sidekick and friend, Reverend Branch. Reverend Branch, you were honored by the NAACP about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I like that the button you got, the NAACP, the gold one. Was that part of the honor?
No, this is this
No,
actually.
the one at the top.
The top. Okay, well, those are just the stick pins that we use to advertise. Well, actually, only the executive members have these pins.
Oh, okay. So,
well, true indeed, you were there. I think a couple of people here were there. My friend and co-partner in crime, Steve Hatcher, he made a donation.
Oh, that was nice.
And somebody went free, thanks to him.
All right.
So Pop was there, just as whenever Steve calls upon me, I'm always there.
Yes, sure is.
Whenever
Yes,
he
he
calls, I'm there.
Yes.
Basically, what the honors were about was I've won a number of cases on behalf of the NAACP in the last year. Civil rights cases, as well as I've helped a couple of people come home from prison through Project Change as well, due to DNA and ineffectiveness of counsel. The state president came down and announced that the week before at the state conference, the Plainfield chapter received an award for being the most active chapter in the state of New Jersey. I tend to disagree with him. He said that that was mostly part because of Reverend Branch, but you know, the NAACP, we're a team. Peter Briggs just does just as much as I do, and even more so in sometimes. But fortunately, I was the one that received the honors, and also I took that opportunity to let the public know about my case that was overturned.
Sure.
I'll read an insert from the bio. It says here, in 1998, Alexander Branch III was falsely accused for a crime and incarcerated. While in prison, he became a paralegal. Argued his case pro se via co-counsel in the New Jersey Supreme Court on October 12th. 2004, and the case was decided February 1st, 2005, and overturned. The case is now listed in state law and appears as number 9 in the Civil Service Sergeant's exam. The NAACP, true, I am a licensed and ordained minister. I was ordained in prison. I was also ordained a second time by Reverend Bishop Michael Jones, because I don't like the idea of being called a jailhouse preacher. You know, people tend to label you.
Sure.
Okay, I've been called a jailhouse lawyer, so therefore I had to establish myself with the NAACP as winning cases, so they don't no longer consider me a jailhouse lawyer. They consider me legal liaison for the NAACP.
Okay.
And just, you know, basically the award that I received is in recognition of outstanding service to the residents of Plainfield. We pause to honor you and for displaying strong community commitment in the city of Plainfield. Thank you for strengthening our community and always keeping the fight for our community, just as the NAACP has done since 1909. And you know, like I said, it was, you know, it was an honor to have all my friends, and you know, when Reverend Dr. Porter, Camel C. Porter, the pastor of St. John's Baptist Church in Scotch Plains, when he comes out, he's the foremost preacher, male preacher in the area. He's the one who ordained Bishop Donnie Hilliard.
Okay.
And also, it was a great honor to have. I consider him my spiritual father because my mother and my father are deceased.
Sure.
You know, God is my father.
Right.
Okay,
Yes.
but my spiritual father and my mentor is Pastor Porter, and my spiritual mother is Reverend LeBurn Ball of Rhoda Sharon Baptist.
Sure. Which she was there too. Let's we were going to come back to you, Reverend Branch. I want to show the community is interested in this Prestige Capital Partners, which provides helping people with divorce or relocating, foreclosures, late on payments, need repair, death in the family, and you know. So I mean, you have. Let's talk about this.
Well, the primary reason that I got into this business back in 2005, my father was diagnosed with diabetes.
Okay.
And my father owned his own construction company and was doing very well since the 1960s. Helped build the Parkway as well as New Jersey Turnpike. Was very, very proud of my father, but at this particular time in 2005, with him being diagnosed with diabetes, the problems that occurred was that it was downsizing with the company. The trucks got repossessed. Eventually, it got to the house, and the house was about to go through pre-foreclosure. So I made a commitment and a promise that if I would be able to obviously pray that I would be able to get my parents out of their situation, that I would hope that I would never see anybody have to go through this ever again with the same looks that my parents had. So with that being said, that's how I got into this business. Since then, we have done 79 short sales in the last, well, actually 83 short sales in the last 11 months.
Okay.
Has not been as fast as it has been in the past because due to all the problems with the AIG and the various different bank, Lehman Brothers and so and so. These problems that we're encountering, I want to let everyone know, it's going to get worse. This is not the rock bottom. We haven't hit rock bottom yet. And oftentimes people think we have. So I urge anybody out there that if it's happen to be going through this and looking for some kind of way out, I strongly suggest you take the time out to give me a call. My name is Derek Callis. My office number where I can be contacted is 201-204-9942. I will repeat that. My name is Derek Callis. The telephone number is 201-204-9942.
You got
My
a fax also.
my fax number also is 201-591-7851. That's 201-591-7851.
Now, what about your personal, this email here? Is that good at all?
Yes, that email is good. My email where it can be emailed is D as in Derek, S as in Sam, the number 3, J as in Jack, and the name Callis, which is C as in cat, A as in apple, LL as in love, I as in is, S as in Sam, at gmail.com. I'll repeat that once more. That's DS3J Callis at gmail.com. And the name of the company, once again, is Prestige Capital Partners.
Let me ask you this right here, Derek. What exactly is a short sale?
Short sales basically is what you're doing is you're reaching out to the client that is going through pre-foreclosure. They're not going through foreclosure, they're going through pre-foreclosure. And what happens is that you are asking that client to sign various different documentation so you can talk to the bank on their behalf. And what you're doing is, let's say hypothetically, they owe $400,000. Okay, on the house. I mean, excuse me. Actually, they owe $300,000, but because of all the the payments and them being in foreclosure, problems arise where they owe more than what the house is worth. The surrounding areas of other houses that's gone through foreclosures has literally brought the value of the house down.
Okay.
So therefore, now that house that they would have back in 2004, 2005 would have been a value of $400,000, but now because of all these problems is now only worth $300,000.
All right.
So now what I would do is I come in and I discuss with a bank that you have your loan with, and we do a short. What we do is we ask, and I go back and forth with the bank, get a negotiator, and we fight about all the reasons why I should get the house for possibly $150,000, $200,000. I buy it, but then the client walks away, and now their credit is not being totally shot.
Oh,
for
so
7 to 10
okay, in a
years.
case like that, the client don't own the house anymore then?
Well, the
He
client
actually
loses the house, but if the house were to go to foreclosure, they lose the house altogether and they get nothing. Okay, and they get bad credit for 7 to 10 years.
Okay.
So that means look, ladies and gentlemen, we have to also realize bad credit today is a main issue of a lot of people today. You can't buy nothing. You can't even get a car because your credit. You have to have somebody co-sign for you.
Sure.
That's a major
like
issue.
taking the loan yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and now in today's society, not many people, I don't think I will ever do it for someone.
No.
You know,
I've been on that side of